Ever get that feeling, where a company says they're all about customer satisfaction, but then, like, their actions don't quite match up?
Happens all the time.
Today, we are ditching all that fluffy stuff and, like, really getting real about what it actually takes to build a company that's truly customer-centric.
Right.
And we're doing it all thanks to this article we found.
This is a good one.
It's called Customer Experience. It is not just about satisfaction. Catchy, right?
Definitely a myth buster. So many companies, they think customer service is just like telling their employees to smile more.
Yeah, yeah.
This article, it's about way more than that. We're talking big picture, like strategic shifts for your whole company.
Love it. Okay, so let's unpack this thing. Right off the bat, there's this claim, and honestly, blew my mind a little. It
Yeah.
says that almost every single department, even the ones that, like, never even talk to a customer,
Yeah.
they still have a huge impact on the overall customer experience. Every single one.
It's all connected, right? But companies, they love to keep things in their own little boxes.
Oh, yeah. Silos everywhere.
Exactly. But CX, customer experience, that's got to be seamless.
So, hold on. You're saying, like, it's not just the customer service team's fault if things go sideways.
Sometimes. Not even close.
Okay, I need an example. I'm still trying to wrap my head around this whole thing.
Okay, imagine this. You've got your finance team. They're swamped, stressed. Deadlines are like breathing down their necks.
It's all been there.
Suddenly, customers start seeing mistakes on their bills, billing errors everywhere.
Uh-oh.
Now, on the surface, might not seem related, right?
Right.
But that internal stress, yeah, that just turned into a negative experience for the customer, no matter how amazing that customer service rep might be when the customer calls to complain.
Whoa. It's like a domino effect.
Exactly.
One little hiccup internally, and boom, total customer service nightmare.
And it happens all the time.
Okay, so if everyone's impacting the customer, which departments does this article call out specifically?
Oh, it's a whole lineup. You've got your researchers, the designers, HR, operations, even safety is in there.
Wait, safety. How is, like, someone's safety even a factor when it comes to, say, I don't know, buying a sweater online?
Right. Seems like a stretch. But think about it. Safety isn't just like preventing accidents.
Yeah.
It's about a customer feeling secure.
Yeah.
Secure that their data is protected online, that the products they're using have been tested and are safe, all that. It all goes back to trust, which is like customer experience 101.
Good point. Okay, one department I definitely wouldn't have thought of is HR.
Right. They're behind the scenes, but HR, they're like the talent scouts.
Oh, yeah.
They impact CX not just by who they hire, but by making sure the workplace is somewhere employees actually want to work. Happy employees, better service.
Right. So that whole happy employees, happy customers thing is real.
It's a thing. There are actually stats on this. Companies where employees love working there, their customers are way more likely to stick around too.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, good vibes are contagious.
Totally. It's about building a good culture from the inside out.
Love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got research, design, HR, even safety is on the CX team now.
Right.
What about the departments that are like the nuts and bolts, keeping everything running, operations, that kind of thing?
Oh, operations. They're essential.
Right.
They're the ones making sure things run smoothly. Think inventory, order, fulfillment, all of that.
It's all about those small details.
Yeah, like getting your package on time, or even just like making sure a company's website loads quickly. Customers notice that stuff.
Big time. Speaking of things that can make or break the experience, what about finance?
Ooh, yeah. Finance. They don't always get the love, but they're crucial.
Especially these days, am I right?
For sure. Customers are savvy. They want a fair price. They want to see transparent billing. And honestly, I think they want to feel like a company respects them, especially when it comes to their money.
Totally. No one wants to feel ripped off. Okay, we've covered a lot of the less obvious departments. What about the ones we traditionally think of as being customer-facing? Sales and marketing, all that.
Oh, they're still in the game, for sure. CS teams, they're the ones talking to customers all day long, which means they're also the ones who really understand what customers are thinking and feeling.
Oh, for sure.
And marketing. They're the ones shaping the entire brand image, right?
Yeah.
They influence how customers see a company even before they buy anything.
It's like they're setting the stage.
Exactly.
Okay, and we can't forget IT. They're like the unsung heroes of the customer experience in the digital age.
Tell me about it. These days, if your website's a mess or your app is constantly glitching,
The worst.
customers are going to bounce.
It's true. We've become such digital consumers.
We have. So yeah, IT is essential for making sure that online experience is smooth and easy.
Couldn't agree more. Okay, so we've established basically everyone in the company plays a role in the customer experience, right?
100%.
But how do you figure out what needs work in the first place?
Yeah.
Like, how do you even know what customers are thinking unless they tell you?
You're talking about feedback.
That's the million-dollar question, right?
It's not just about sending out a survey once a year and calling it a day, though.
No.
No way. This is about building a culture of listening, like really actively trying to understand what your customers are thinking and feeling every step of the way.
Interesting. So it's more than just those generic surveys that are like, rate your experience from 1 to 5.
Way more.
I'm intrigued. We're going to have to dig into all this feedback stuff a lot more.
We've got a lot to cover.
You know, it's funny. As we've been talking about all this, something keeps coming back to me.
What's that?
Just like how important it is to make things easy for the customer, you know? Like, no one wants to jump through a million hoops just to get a simple answer.
Oh, 100%. The article talks a lot about this, actually. They call it reducing customer effort.
Customer effort.
I like that.
It's a real thing. Because we've all been there, right? Like stuck on hold forever or transferred to 5 different departments.
Ugh, the worst.
Exactly. It's exhausting.
And it can pop up anywhere, those little annoyances. Like, have you ever tried to navigate a website and it's just impossible to find what you're looking for?
The worst. Or like trying to use an app that's glitching and you just want to throw your phone across the room.
Exactly. Anything that makes a customer think this is way harder than it needs to be, that's what you have to get rid of.
So it's about thinking ahead, right?
Yeah.
Like anticipating those pain points and designing a process that's just like smooth sailing for the customer.
Exactly. And here's the thing that's interesting, making things easier for the customer. It's not just about making them happy, though that's obviously a good thing. It also makes good business sense.
Oh, how so?
Think about it. If you're constantly dealing with frustrated customers, all those calls, all those complaints.
Yeah, that's got to eat into your bottom line eventually.
Exactly. But if you can streamline things, make it easy, less room for errors.
You save money in the long run.
Exactly. It's a win-win.
I love those. Okay, so we're talking about creating a good experience, making it easy for people. And the article also had this whole section about companies that are like famous for their customer service. And there were a bunch of books by these CX gurus. Did any of those stand out to you?
Oh, yeah, tons. There was this one, Winning Her Business by Bridget Brennan. Have you heard of it?
No, but I love the title.
It's all about how to create a customer experience that's specifically designed for women.
Interesting. So it's about getting really specific, like really understanding your audience.
Yes. Because as she points out, women control so much of consumer spending these days, like a huge amount.
Wow, yeah, that makes sense.
So if you're not thinking about their needs, you're missing out on a huge opportunity.
Big time.
Yeah.
Okay, what else? What other CX gurus were in there?
Oh, there was this guy, Horst Schultz. He's like a total legend.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
He was the president of Ritz-Carlton, wasn't he?
Yeah. And his book, Excellence Wins, it's all about how to build a culture of like incredible service where every employee is empowered to go above and beyond for the customer.
Oh, I love that. It's not just about like following a script, right? It's about trusting your employees to make good decisions in the moment.
Exactly. It's about making them feel like they can handle things, be problem solvers.
The little moments where someone goes above and beyond that customers remember.
Totally. It's what turns a transaction into an experience.
Love that. Okay, so we've got wow moments. We've got making things easy. Oh, the article also talked about complaints and how they can actually be a good thing.
Oh, yeah. It sounds counterintuitive, but it's true. There's this book, Hug Your Haters.
I've heard of that.
It's all about how complaints can actually be like this gold mine of information.
Okay, explain that one to me.
Think about it. When a customer complains, they're telling you exactly what's wrong.
Yeah, that's fair.
Right. So instead of getting defensive, you can use that feedback to improve, fix the problem, maybe even win back a customer who is unhappy.
Turn that frown upside down.
Exactly.
Okay, this is great stuff. What else? We've got wow moments. We've got hugging our haters. Oh,
Yeah.
this one I thought was interesting. The article talked about the power of storytelling.
Oh, yeah. Story-driven.
Yes, that's the one. Tell me more about that.
So it's written by Bernadette Jua, and it's all about how you can connect with your customers on this deeper level by using stories.
Because everyone loves a good story.
Exactly. It's how we connect as humans.
So instead of just like listing off features and benefits, it's about creating a narrative around your brand that people can connect with.
Exactly. It's about making people feel something, not just buy something.
It's like you're not just selling a product, You're selling a feeling, an experience.
Exactly. And when you can do that well, man, people can't help but talk about it.
Which reminds me, the article also mentioned something called word-of-mouth marketing.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes. The Holy Grail.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, isn't that what every company wants? For people to just, like, rave about their product to all their friends?
It's the best marketing out there. And there's actually a whole book on this, Talk Triggers.
Oh, what's that one about?
It's by Jay Baer, and it's all about how to create experiences that are so good, so memorable, that people can't help but tell their friends.
Ooh, like what kinds of things? Give me some examples.
It doesn't have to be anything crazy. It's more about understanding your customers, knowing what they'll respond to. Maybe it's exceptional customer service or a really personalized touch. Sometimes it's even just about an act of kindness, something unexpected.
Those little things can make a big difference. Okay, so we've talked about a few books already, but this article's packed with them. Any others that you really loved?
Oh, tons. There was one, it's all about CEX, customer and employee experience.
Okay, what's the CEX stand for?
Customer and employee experience.
Ah, got it.
It's by Jason Bradshaw, and it's all about the link between those two things, how you treat your employees and how that impacts the customer experience.
Oh, right. We talked about that earlier, the whole happy employees equal happy customers thing.
Yes, this book just really drives that point home. If you want to create a great customer experience, you have to start by creating a great experience for your employees.
Makes sense. Happy people are more likely to spread that happiness around.
Okay.
Okay, what else?
There's this classic, The Experience Economy. Have you heard of that one?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
It's by Joseph Pine, and it's all about how we're not just buying products anymore, we're buying experiences.
Right. It's not enough to just sell a good product. You have to create this whole thing around it.
Exactly.
Right.
People want to feel something, they want to be entertained.
It's like they say people might not remember what you said, but they'll always remember how you made them feel.
Exactly.
Okay, last one, and I have to ask about this one because, well, the title is amazing. Nincompoopery. Why your customers hate you and how to fix it.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
It sounds like it's right up our alley, honestly.
It's hilarious, but also really smart. He talks about all the stupid things companies do that drive customers crazy.
Yeah.
And then, of course, how to fix them.
Perfect. Okay, we'll have to link to all these in the show notes.
Definitely.
Wow, this deep dive has been amazing. I feel like we've covered so much.
We really have. We talked about how every department impacts CX, the importance of feedback, how to build a customer-centric culture.
We talked about specific companies. We talked about a million books.
It's a lot to think about, but at the end of the day, it comes down to this. If you want to create a company that truly puts the customer first, it has to be a team effort.
100%. Everyone has a role to play.
Exactly. And it's an ongoing process, always learning and evolving.
Well said. On that note, we'll leave you with this. Think about a time you had an amazing customer experience, like one that really blew you away, what made it so special. I bet you if you really think about it, it involved a whole bunch of people working behind the scenes to make that magic happen.
It always does.
Until next time.